enough of the 24-year-olds, 25, and there's still some out there.
Well, we got it coming back. That can segue into our
Yeah.
next topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
well, just with what's the kid's name that's going to Louisville?
Uh,
London.
London Johnson. London
London
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah, London
So
Johnson.
he's a G League player, and is it fair to say it maybe hasn't been what he thought, or I don't even know what the situation is G League wise, but he is now committed to Louisville, and there are multiple other G League players that are essentially coming to college basketball. We've already had European pros that are doing this,
Yeah.
and we've seen guys that have played 100 games in the German league or have played for some of the actually really good teams over there, whether it's Maccabi Tel Aviv or Real Madrid or Barcelona. Like there are players in college that have played actual pro basketball. And, it's on one hand, the talent level for the game, if you've got former pros that are older, like, of course, the talent pool goes up. Yeah. But at some point, it's like, dude, when does it actually be college basketball?
Do you
like,
think
when are you actually?
Do you think they actually go to the office at the NCAA and like, are they just like? I'm serious.
No, they're just terrified to get sued, and they will lose every lawsuit.
I don't think they even go to the office. Like there's the headquarters in Indianapolis. Like I think that building's probably vacant because there's no way that they're actually sitting there meeting on this stuff, saying this is a good idea.
Yeah, well, and we talked about this in last week's podcast. There's going to be a former NBA player that has years of eligibility, left school early, and is maybe not playing as well anymore. It's like, you know what? I'm going to go make $3 million a year in college, and I'm going to kill. And I'm 28. Yep. But that's not what this is. And you think about Matt Painter talked about this the other day, and I thought it was a great point about how what are we doing to these high school seniors? We are totally basically, if you're a high school senior and you're not a top 50, top 75 player, you're going to have to go low major or D2 and then just play your way up like you're coming through the minors. And that's not what this should be.
It's so interesting you say that. I had a friend of mine down here who has a son that's in Colorado playing high school basketball. He's a junior. And and this guy played in college too. Like he coached in college at a D2 out in Colorado. He lives down here in Jupiter now. And he called me on the phone today and he's like, Matt, I need help. And he's like, nobody's even looking at my son. And he's like, I know the game. I coached in college. He's a D1 player. I'm not saying he's going to play at the University of Colorado or Colorado State, but nobody's recruiting him. What do I do? How do I help him? Because nobody's recruiting him. And I said to him, his name's Bo. I said, Bo, it's hard. If you're not a top 50, top 75 player in the country, and you have a chance at a mid-major plus school, an Atlantic 10 level school, Mountain West 10, Mountain West level school, to go get somebody in the portal or go get somebody from the G League to keep your team older, none of these kids are getting recruited. I didn't know what to say to them. I was like, was there a scouting service guy out in Colorado that can do a write-up on them? I don't know. It's just
think about what we're doing to these high school kids on top of the pros that are about to be kind of coming in as an influx of talent. You also could have JUCO kids who are now able to play 4 years in JUCO and then play
a year back.
You could have how many years did they get, Jeff?
One. They got one back, JUCO.
But weren't they looking at going to where you could play 4 of JUCO and then 4 more of college?
I mean, I don't think that's been okay.
It's not Pat. It's not. But that's being discussed. I mean, how ridiculous is that? You'd be 26 years old.
Where does this end? That's the crazy part of all this. I'm looking down as we're talking, and 3 guys I'm looking at right now that are going to make major impacts. 22 years old, coming over from international, right? The kid Bogovich from North Carolina, the kid DeRitter from Virginia, Petrovich from Illinois. They're all 22 years old.
Well, and Petrovich put up numbers in the Adriatic League.
Right.
Just that's crazy.
Like,
and you know
shouldn't
what?
these guys be really good from the jump, Rob? You played over there. Shouldn't these guys? I mean, again, we don't know their talent level, but if they were productive, they're 22 years old.
The basketball over there is really good. The leagues are really good. Like, they should be good. It'd be surprising if they weren't to me.
Why wouldn't
honestly.
you go that route? While you can, why wouldn't you
No,
take advantage?
absolutely. I get why the coaches are doing it. I'm
Yeah.
just saying I don't think it's in the best interest of college
I don't know.
basketball for what it's supposed to be. It's even with all the money, even with everything that's involved with what this sport is, it's still about getting a degree so that when your basketball career is done, you can be a productive member of society and have a job and support your family.
I cannot wait for one of these NBA guys to do this. And he walks into his head coach's office, and the head coach goes, "Hey, this is Tom, our academic coordinator. Can you get with him on your class schedule, please?" I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Totally.
Hey, can you go see Darren, our academic coordinator, or Lisa, our academic coordinator, and get your class schedule ready? What? I got to go to class? I got to what?
Yeah, but
Well, they'll all be online. Matt.
There's no
they won't be.
right.
They won't be going to
You
class.
still
Which
have
honestly,
to register. You're still a college student athlete.
Yeah,
But
but all you got to
think
do
of
is know how to use Chat GBT now.
Yeah, Jesus. You know what also is sad, and this has kind of been like a product of the environment that we have now. I thought that going to class was a cool part of now. Like, there's some mornings where you're like, I don't want to do it, but like you're a part of the student body. Everybody's the same age. Everybody's kind of like figuring out what you're going to be, and you're a part of a community. And now I feel like
by the time you were done, you
I
were
would
not
get recognized walking to class. It's the best.
Yeah.
Going to class is the best.
I really enjoyed being a part of the community, at Purdue, and I think that that's totally become lost, which is a shame.
It's over.
Yeah. And Jeff, shut up.
There was somebody recently that I was saying was going to kind of rival your age.
Dude, I was there for 5 years, only because I got hurt. You act like I was there for 9. Now we do have guys that are there for 7 and 8 years. 5
places. We interviewed some kids, multiple players that were on their 5th school with 5 different coaches in 5 years.
I don't understand as a coach.
How is that good?
I don't understand.
It's not.
Listen, I took my share of transfers, and I used to say to our staff all the time, like, why is he on his 3rd school? How come every school he's been to, their coach has been fired?
Right.
How come every single that's not a red flag? Like, oh, well, it's today's day and age. 5 schools? That's not a red flag? There's not some smoke there that this guy's been at 5 different schools?
Somebody will give him a chance again. If they're talented enough, somebody will roll the dice on them.
No chance they win. 0 chance.